So next up is Kenneth Worrell. Kenneth is Managing Director of Worrell Timber Group, leading forestry and timber harvesting company based in County Laois. The business was founded in the early 1990s and since then has developed into one of Ireland's most recognised providers of timber harvesting, haulage and biomass supply services. So through his business, Kenneth helps to maximise value for forest owners while supporting the growth of renewable energy markets. His work focuses on sustainable forest management and the efficient use of timber resources, contributing to Ireland's transition towards a low-carbon, bio-based economy. So Kenneth's title of his presentation today is Wood Chip, a low-cost fuel for renewable heat at scale and energy security. So we thank Kenneth and the Worrell Timber Group as well for their sponsorship of today's event, and we look forward to hearing your presentation now. Ken, thank you.
Thanks, Sean, and the IrBEA Group, and thanks for coming to listen to me speaking a bit about wood chip and biomass. Wood chip, it's a low-cost fuel for renewable heat at scale and energy security. Bit of information on the company introduction. The company is in business since 1992, over 34 years. Forestry experience harvesting and haulage of timber, 20 years developing biomass systems. We'll speak about SPH later. We've worked in Ireland, Scotland, England, Wales, Germany and France. We are a one-stop shop from purchasing timber, forestry management, supplying logs and biomass. The company's objective is to drive the business to maximise the return for the forestry owner and satisfy the supply needs of our customers. Worrell Timber Group, who are we? Worrell Timber Group is a leading supplier of sustainable harvested woody biomass. We provide high-quality wood chip products designed to meet the energy needs of the biomass boiler across various sectors. Worrell Timber Group, what makes us stand out from the competition? Specified biomass harvesting, a harvesting system we designed. The system increases biomass recovery per hectare, potentially doubling the supply volumes. Another concern seems to be that is a volume there. The volume is there. We heard Eugene speaking about it earlier on. Certification, we're the first company in Ireland certified under the RED 2 and now RED 3 certification. LogWatch, this is a system we have designed. It controls timber traceability, security and compliance. What Worrell Timber Group can offer? We are the longest biomass suppliers to large-scale industry users to date in Ireland. We can guarantee a supply of wood chip. Even through the issues with the felling licence crisis, all our customers got their products. There was nobody without products. We have a 100% track record in fulfilling these contracts. We can redirect large volumes of exported product to the Irish market. At the moment, there's a phenomenal amount of product going out of the country, and it's there, just to redirect it. And of course, I mentioned specified biomass harvesting. That's taking more volume per hectare off the site. The environment impacts of wood chip or biomass. Wood chip is a renewable under the EU directive. Wood chip has low life cycle emissions, supporting carbon reduction and ETS compliance. Substantial carbon savings. To the right is a picture of our RED 3 certification to KZR. LogWatch, supplier confidence. The app we spoke about. LogWatch provides an end-to-end traceability for wood chip biomass from harvesting through transport and delivery. This transparent chain of custody strengthens supplier confidence, supports sustainability sourcing commitments, and helps meet regulatory and audit requirements. Biomass itself, there are sufficient volume there for decades. We see from the solid biomass capacity statement in the Department of Agriculture, Food and Marine, Colford, and that Eugene mentioned earlier. It's a local source renewable fuel, supports local farm forestry and supplies chain, lower lifestyle emissions, accelerating progress towards sustainable targets. There was a report that was done up. It compares the wood chip and wood pellet fuel in large industrial hot water and steam boilers. This report was done by a leading biomass expert in Ireland and the UK, David Palmer. It's an important read for anyone considering a biomass fuel for a large-scale project. A 53-page document available on request, some of which summarised below. The efficiencies you can get out of a biomass boiler can be over 100% if you capture the energy from the flue gas. Maintenance, maximum efficiency is maintained if maintenance is correctly. Health and safety, lower risk than fossil fuel, but there are considerations. Wood chip boiler performance and efficiencies. Annual maintenance and service by qualified personnel will give decades of use. This is very important to make sure your boiler runs efficiently all the time. Wood chip will deliver high efficiencies with proper management. Wood chips can exceed 100% efficiencies when condensing heat recovery. Correct fuel boiler matching is essential for optimizing performance. Biomass boiler efficiencies from the flue gas. As we can see, the flue gas temperatures, when you are at high temperatures, in a high, you can see at low moisture content product, at 10%, you're probably 5%, maybe 7% more efficient with wood pellet. Now your wood chip is a way cheaper product, but you get more efficient. But when you extract the energy from the flue gas, and you can get it down to 40 or 60% flue gas temperatures, that's when the thing reverses around and you can get over 100%. This graph is from the report. It's also from a reference from the Handbook of Biomass Combustion and Co-Firing. How to get most from your wood chipper boiler. This is referred to the technical report from the leading biomass, David again. Maintenance is so important. Design is so important. Recovering the energy from the flue gas, the flue type, storage space, boiler feed systems, steam accumulators for handling peak in demand. It makes the system more efficient as well. And of course, regular maintenance is essential to sustain efficiencies. Quality and delivery, which is all very important. Des mentioned it earlier on. So quality and delivery, moisture control, certification and operations. To ensure reliable bioperformance, we control wood chip quality end to end. The moisture content, incoming samples, covering storage and blending to target specifications. Certification and compliance, chain of custody, documenting and auditing aligning to customers' requirements. All this is controlled by Logwatch. And delivery operations, again, that's controlled by Logwatch. Scheduling, dispatch, load tracking to ensure timely deliveries. Health and safety, Section 4, David Palmer. There is considerations with burning woody products, biomass, and they are also in the report in Section 4. We have copies of the report on our desk over in the corner, so if anybody wants a copy of the report, please feel free to call over to us. Wood chip It's low emissions. It's 10 times less fatal harmful gases. There's a minimum risk of fire. There's no risk of explosion and no risk of reigniting. This is all covered in the report once again. So why wood chip? It strengthens energy security, one of the most secure energy options at this time. Delivers renewable heat on demand to meet growing decarbonisation targets. Improves cost stability by reducing exposure to volatile fossil fuel prices. It even gets more serious than that. I was talking to an oil company only Sunday, and they said there's concerns about fuel in the future. Will they get the fuel? Forget about the price. Will you get the fuel? That will have a big impact if you could not get the fuel. Reliable long-term fuel sources. Wood chip is consistently cheaper than alternative fuel sources at industrial scale, for example, gas or pellets. Key takeaways. Wood chip is the preferred fuel for large industrial use where space allows. Offers advantages in cost, effective, efficient, supply security. It has established track record, and there's a lot of reliable systems out there. How we work. From timber to boiler, simple commercial models. We manage the fuel wood chip journey. Sustainable harvesting, chipping, quality control, and direct delivery. One contract, one point of contact, a clear pricing provides traceable, reliable volumes, and a simple procurement for customers. Call to action. Secure multi-year wood chip supply with Worrell. We invite you to partner with Worrell Timber Group to secure multiple-year wood chip biomass supply contracts, ensuring stable, renewable heat at a competitive cost for your operations. Next step, confirm volumes and delivery schedule, align pricing, structure, and contract terms, and initiate contracting and onboarding. Thank you very much. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Any questions will be in a corner.
Thanks very much, Kenneth, for your presentation, and indeed thanks as well for your sponsorship of today's event.